You know that warm, aromatic scent that just screams holidays? Yeah, chances are you're thinking of cloves. It's a staple, right? In everything from baked ham to gingerbread. But what if I told you there's a whole lot more to this little spice than just its amazing smell?
I mean, what if that tiny, nail-shaped spice in your cabinet isn't just for flavor? What if it's packed with secrets that science is only now really starting to get? It's a pretty wild thought, so let's dig into it.
Okay, so first things first. We're going to pull back the curtain on this super common spice and see what's really going on.
So get this. For thousands of years, civilizations all over the world have absolutely prized cloves. I mean, they were a cornerstone of the ancient spice trade. People used them for way more than just flavor. They were used to preserve food and even in traditional medicine for a whole bunch of ailments. It's this incredible legacy that stretches across continents and centuries.
And what's so incredible, what's really fascinating, is that modern science is starting to back all this up. It's like we're seeing this amazing connection between ancient history and hard evidence, where all that traditional wisdom is actually being proven right now, in the lab. All right, so what is it that makes this spice so special? Well, to figure that out, we've got to look way closer. I'm talking right down to the molecular level.
So, at its heart, the power of clove really comes from this dense mix of nutrients. You've got minerals like manganese, vitamins like K and C, but the real magic, the stuff that gives it its punch, comes from what scientists call bioactive compounds. That's where the potent effects really come from.
But you know, among all those different compounds, there's one that really stands out. A single molecule that's responsible for pretty much everything we associate with cloves. That distinct smell, the flavor, and yeah, its most powerful effects. And here it is, eugenol. Seriously, if clove is the hero of this story, then eugenol is its superpower. It's a huge part of clove oil, and it's the main driver behind all the health benefits we're about to get into. So remember that name, eugenol. Okay, so we've met our star player eugenol. Now let's talk about what it actually does inside the body. What are the real science-backed benefits of this powerful little spice? Well, the list of effects is pretty darn impressive. First off, cloves are just packed with antioxidants. Think of these as tiny bodyguards for your cells, protecting them from all the daily damage that can lead to aging and disease. Then, you've got their powerful anti-inflammatory effects, which basically means they can help calm down irritation inside your body, and that's a root cause of a ton of chronic health problems. You add in the fact that they can fight off certain microbes and have been used forever as a digestive aid, and wow, you've got one seriously versatile spice. And hey, this isn't just old folklore we're talking about. As our source material points out, we're seeing systematic scientific reviews confirming all this. Now, that just means researchers are looking at a whole bunch of different studies all at once, not just one or two. And they're seeing the same thing over and over. The evidence is definitely building, and it's pointing to some very real potential here. But of course, with anything this powerful, there's another side to the story. Anything strong enough to help also has the potential to harm. So to get the full picture, we absolutely have to talk about the risks and the things you need to be cautious about. Remember that superstar compound we talked about, eugenol? Well, the very same thing that gives cloves all those benefits is also what can pose a risk if you're not careful. This is so important. Concentration and dosage matter. I mean, they matter a lot. Yeah, this is where that balance becomes absolutely critical. On one hand, when you use it in moderation, like a spice in your food, cloves offer a nice, gentle antioxidant boost and great flavor. But on the other hand, in really high concentrations, like with pure clove oil, overuse can lead to some really serious problems. We're talking potential liver issues and bad interactions with things like blood-thinning medications. It really just comes down to this. The line between helpful and harmful is all about the dose. So, okay, we've looked at the science, the benefits, and the risks. Where does all of this leave us? How are we supposed to think about the humble clove now? Well, it's pretty clear this is way more than just something you sprinkle on a pie, right? Clove sits in this really fascinating spot, like right on the border between food and medicine. It's a spice, for sure, but it's also a really potent natural product that honestly commands a little bit of respect. And that's really the thought I want to leave you with. The next time you smell that unique, pungent aroma of cloves, just take a second. Are you going to see it as just a simple spice, or are you going to see it for what it is, a tiny, natural pharmacy? A complex, powerful, and historically massive botanical that holds the power to both heal and, to harm. The real answer, as we've seen, is just beautifully complex.